Hello everybody, I will do about the math test calculator. So I will begin. Question number 1. We have 40 feet and the right is about 21 feet. So they ask about gain, so that's about positive, and we have B in here. We have the flash fee about $5, and after up to 100 tests, they will increase 0.25 for each additional test. So in here, they increase, so B is wrong. D is wrong because they're going down. But after 100, they will increase the rate, so that's about A. So we have, he eats half popcorn in 15 minutes. And later that stop eating on the next 30 minutes. Then radio spill all of them. So in here, we can see that the spill is mean eating going down. So this one is not correct. This one going up because he is gradually in here. After he is gradually in here, so that this is going down is wrong. D is wrong too because it's going up. So only B is the correct one. This one is so simple. You put the 15 in here and we got about S is about 5. 5 and they ask about 3S. 3 multiplied 5 is about 15. So that's C. We have S minus 1. Minus 1 plus 3, 3 and 2. 2 divided 2, 1 is also C. So we put 2s in s power 2 and 3s. You got about 2s power 3 and minus 6s power 2. So that's D. So the question they ask about the sampling method, and we have 50 law stored in here. So the best way to do is that you can check, select one store. This is wrong because it's just only one out of 50. Do 25 high and low, and this is wrong because we don't know exactly in the medium. They say 15 respond, so that after more than 51 they reject, so that is wrong, so we choose B. They should wrap total amount money. So let's see Ian and Jeremy. So that at beginning we have 300 and 100. On next one, they increase a little bit from 100 to 200. Ian got about $100 in the next week. Jeremy increase only small one in about 50. So we got about 50. So the difference 100 minus 50 is about 50. So that's about C. So you put about 2 about 5 and 2 with about 3 and you got about 24 and that's about C. You sample the 23. Okay, so we have 23% and 4% in the error, so you got about 19% to 27 in here. You can see that in the question A and B they don't mention about 19 and 27, so that's wrong. In the question C you see that they have the 17 and 27, but they say the most is so very strong, so that is wrong because some students in this one they don't watch at least one movie, so we choose D. So this one they show the table and we need to find the means in here. You can see that 3 4 2 5 1 6 and 3 4 3 4 2 5. This means that the mean in here is about 3.5, and this means the mean ASM, so C and D is wrong. But the standard deviation are different. A because they have 2 to 5, but in A is 1 to 6. It means standard deviation is different in here. So the sale price is about $18. but we have 40% off. So before multiply 1 minus sell off is about 40, you got about sell off in here. To get about the price before, you use the 18 divided by 0.6 and you got about 30. So that's about C. Which of the following show degree in the side area 2 width? You can see that A and B they going down but C they going up. So that C is wrong in this graph in here. So we have A and B. So that's the only 1 and 2. So we got about C. On the next one, find the closest ratio between total in quick A. And for the total time in initial treatment. So in here we will use the number in each one. We see that the column A is about 20, the next one is about 10, and the next one is approximately 50. We just start in the graph and find the number in here. And on the next one, you can see that we have 80, we have somewhere approximately 65, and somewhere in about 55 in here. We got about 80 and about 200. Then we simplify, that's about 2 over 5. So the answer is about A. So we have the formula of the volume is about 1 over 3 R V by H in here. So the question they ask about the radius, but we have the volume, so we put 24 pi in here. We multiply with 3, 2, and we simplify and pi in here. And we have divide to H is about 2. We have R power 2. And you got about 36. So R is about B. Then question number 16. The population of CTS in real 20%. We have 1 boy 20. What's about CTZ? Y is about degree 10%, so that's about 0.9. So we have 120,000 of the CTS, so CTS in real 1.2. But at the 2015, they are same together because equal. So that you got about the number in here. Later that you divide to 0.9 to find the city in the number 2010. It's about this number, so that's about C. This one they asked about to transform the formula. So they ask about radius, and we can see that put number 3 and number 4 in here, and we divide by pi. So that, let's see, we have V in here and we have the cubic. So in the question, that's about D. So that's about probability, and they ask about you the answer always given the table you studied, not never. So that we have 33.9%. We divide 3 number in here. So that you got about so you have this number and we divide sum on 3 number in here and you got about 0.45. So that's about C. So which route of the equation is A is constant, which of the following true is a parabola? So in here you got about the s minus 3, but we have the negative side. So that when we draw the graph, the parabola just like that. So in here we can see that at the s equal to 3, 3 is the lowest because when all number with the power 2 they become greater or equal to 0, but we have the minus a power 2, so that is smaller or greater 0. So at number 3s equal to 3, so you got about a, so and that's the maximum point, so that's about D. So to measure trail rate, and we have different kind of number in here, so we cannot use mean, medium and standard deviation because they have different set of the heat, so we have only the range. This is about the theory, just remember theory and you can find them. This one you just input the formula, so in here you have 200 millimeter with 20%, and here is about the formula. You put about 100 in the y, 100 in the y, so you got about 0.1 s plus 20 equal to 0.18 s plus 100. So we have 0.1 s plus 20 equal to 0.18 s plus 18. So we move the 0.1 in here, you got about 0.08 s, and 18 go there is about 2, and 2 divided to 0.8, and you got about 25, so that's about B. So she invite 30 people. After next 5 years, she invite double number, so that the number just like 30 multiplied with 2, and we have t divided by 5. Every 5 years, she will double the number of people. This one is about exponent and they will increase, so that's about D, because we need to double. Double is mean more person. So in this one we use the table. So to do this, you just use the result to input in one. If s is a, so that y is 0 because there's no number, so that's about a. So in this one you can see that the line is going up, so we don't choose A and C, but we need to have that 120 put in 0.5, you got about 60, so that's about B. But in D, if you put 120 with 2, you got about 240, but in this one is about 60, that's wrong, so that's why we don't choose D. This one they ask about the S. So to calculate the S, we can see that in here we have 0.5 and 1.5, you multiply with 3 and you got about 4.8 in here, and this one is about minus 3.9, and this is 1.5, and this one you eliminate when we sum together, and you got about 7.2 s equal to minus 3/6. So you put 7.2 in here to divide this one, and you got about 8. So we have 210 at the beginning, 1% annual increase, so you got about this formula. So 1 in here, and you got about 1.01, so it's of D. So in here you can see that 3s minus 2, but we can put about 3 is about 3s minus 2 in here, and this similar too. So we put about A in here. So we have 2/3 multiplied with 3a minus 4 with 3a. 2/3 multiplied 3a is about 2a. Minus 4 equals 3a. You put 2a in here. and you got about minus 4 equal to a. A is mean 3x minus 2, so the answer is about a. So we have the equation, but we had see that s and s they are positive, so that they will the graph it should be go up. So A is wrong, B is wrong. But in this one we have s plus 3, so when we put the 0 in here we have s minus 3. So in here in the C is minus 2, but in the D is minus 3, so that's about D. So in here we understand the meaning of the equation. We have 1.88, and this is about increasing because this is a positive in here. So let's begin. They don't say any increasing, so this is wrong. If the question they don't say anything meaning, but they don't say increasing or decreasing, this is wrong. For each increase of 32.01, but this is about the fixed number or constant number, so this is wrong because if you increase, they will increase based on the rate. Increase in is high. This is wrong because this is increase by the length in here. So this will be, so you can consider that. So the next one, if you see the diagram, you need to separate them in here. So you can say that B should be more than something else, and we have C and D. CD is about A and AB is about 2A based on the information in here. So we use cosine. Cosine is about A divided by 2A. A divided by 2A is about, cosine is about 60 degrees, and we got about 90 degrees in here. So we sum two numbers together and you got about A. On the next question, we have $8 on the total money to spend. She buy 5 apples in here. So you got 8 minus 5 multiplied with 0.65. So you got about 4.75 left. So you use this number divide to 0.75. And you got about 6.33. So the maximum to buy the orange is about 6 orange only, because 4.75 divided to this number, you get about 6 orange left, and this number is the remaining, so you can go get another orange. This is about the basic one. The total tree and integral in here is about 180 degrees, but you know about A, so you got about 180 minus 32, you got about B plus C, and this is about 146. The next one is about the series of number, and we know that 5 number above means is about 160. So that the distance between this number will be the same one, and this number to this number will be the same one. So 160 minus 7, you got about 900 in the distance. So in the S in here, you got about 900, because two numbers in here they got the same 400, so that the distance from 700 to the mean is 900. So 900 plus this number, you got about 2500. So that's our answer. So in this question, we have y equal to ms, where m is a constant. So we have y and s equal a, but in here s equal to 2a. So that y will increase 2 times 2. So that 17 multiplied 2 is about 34, because you increase 2 times and y will increase 2 times. So in here, we will multiply AS and AB. So we got AS plus AB in here. And in here we compare us. A will be equal to 4 and 10 equal to AB. They ask about find the value of B. So you got about 4 in the A and you divide by 4 and you got about 5 over 2. So that's our answer. To get the intersection, you put the C in here equal to minus S power 2 plus 5S. Because this line intercept in this parabola. We move this one on the left, you got this equation. And the answer they ask, there's exactly 1 point. It means we have the parabola in this one, like this, and we have the point in here. So that's the one solution. That's why you can use delta equal to p power 2 minus 4ac. So p power 2 is about 25. For a is about 1, you got about 4c, and should be equal to 0 because you got about exactly one solution. Let's say the basic formula for find the solution of the quadratic equation. And we put minus 25 in here. You got about 25 over 4. So this is the answer. So we have 200 miles per hour. The question they ask, find the feet per second, and we have the mile is this number. So we have 200 miles. We transfer to 500 to the feet. Then later that 1 hour is about 3,600 seconds. So that you divide 3,600 seconds. You got about 293.3. So this is the answer to transform from feet to per second. And the last question, we have 200 miles per hour in here. And the question they ask about, they get maximum speed, the half mile is about 0.5 miles in here. And you need to find about the second, because the question they ask about the second in here. 1 hour is about become 3,600 seconds. This is about the ratio. So you this number multiply this number, then divide this number in here. So that's about 9 seconds. So I just answer all the question. That's the end. Thank you for watching.